Hello, everyone, and welcome to this news brief for Thursday, September 13th, 2012. I'm Richard Giacovas for North Avenue Nation. Certainly an emotional day this past Tuesday as the Iona College community united in grief to remember those lost on 9/11. This year marked the 11th anniversary of the 9/11 terror attacks as students, faculty, and alumni commemorated the loss of loved ones outside of Ryan Library. The memorial service not only focused on those who lost their lives across the country, but also former graduates of Iona.
What brings you to Iona for the memorial service today?
Well, one of the alumni that was lost on 9/11 was Michael Lynch, who I worked with in Engine 6-2 and Ladder 3-2 in the Bronx. And since that time, I've become very friendly with his parents, Jack and Kathleen, who are here today. So I try to spend some time with them every year on 9/11, and today this is where they decided to come, so this is where I needed to be.
You could see Ali Medano's full interview on NorthAvenueNation.com. A total of 15 members of Iona's alumni perished during the attacks. As hundreds looked on, Dr. Nair concluded the ceremony, laying a wreath in front of the names of those lost. U.S. News & World Report released its annual college rankings yesterday, and Iona College was ranked 68th among colleges in the northern region, beating out such schools as Fairleigh Dickinson University and Dartmouth. However, the ranking was significantly lower than in recent years. Dr. Nair released a statement saying, quote, "The fall in rankings is due principally to the college's self-reporting in the summer of 2011 that inaccurate data had been submitted to independent agencies and organizations, including U.S. News & World Report." Dr. Nair went on to say that the entering freshman class holds academic credentials significantly higher than classes in recent years, which will factor into the rankings. We spoke with a student who weighed in.
All right, well, obviously, the college falling in rankings is not a good thing, but you have to look at everything that Iona has accomplished, especially since Dr. Nair took over as president. So I think a lot of these things really outweigh the falsified data, and obviously the ranking system, takes that into account, but, hopefully next year that will all be a thing of the past, and, our rankings will just go right back up to where they should be.
Well, for all the techies who have been waiting for months, the secret is out. The iPhone 5 is here. It was unveiled yesterday at Apple headquarters in California. Well, first things first, when can you get it? The 5 will be in stores on September 21st, but you'll be able to place your order online starting tomorrow. As many as 10 million iPhones will be snapped up by consumers in the next few weeks. The 5 will run on higher speed, light networks, and equipped with Apple's newest A6 processor. The company says it will operate at double the speed of the 4 and the 4S. It also has a longer lasting battery, 3 microphones, and a better 8-megapixel camera. So I'm sure you all will be getting one. And this breaking just this morning, New York City's Board of Health opened up a new experimental front in the war on obesity. The sales of supersized sugary drinks at certain locations will be banned. The ban passed 8-0. The board passed the proposal. There was only one abstention. The regulation, which was proposed in the spring by Mayor Bloomberg and approved by a panel of health experts after several months of review, puts a 16-ounce size limit on cups and bottles of non-diet soda, sweetened teas, and other calorie-packaged beverages, so that ban will go into effect. Now, the proposal strikes at a leading cause of obesity simply by giving people a built-in reason to stop at 16 ounces. 200 calories if it's a regular Coke compared to 240 in a 20-ounce size. For someone who drinks a soda a day, that difference amounts to 14,600 calories a year, or the equivalent of, listen to this, 70 Hershey bars. Enough to add about 4 pounds of fat to a person's body. And that will wrap up this edition of News Brief for this Thursday, September 13th. I'm Richard Giacovas for North Avenue Nation. We'll see you next time.